Okay, welcome to the Crypto Andrew channel. Let's look at ALPH. This was a request from someone on the Telegram. So right now we are looking at this on the monthly time frame. So if we just keep it very simple, we can see that we're going to have resistance probably at the all-time highs of $3.80. You have a local support here, a local low, local support at 93 cents. You have another wick high right here of just basically above, I would call that $2 even, just for round numbers. So those are the levels to watch on the macro time frame. So you can even say you get a wick there, and on the monthly time frame, that is significant that you couldn't get above that level. So those are the levels I watch on the monthly time frame. I don't think we're going to go back down to 10 cents for a very long time, if ever. The next support to the right now that is below us is $1 and change, and then I really see the next support or resistance, I should say, at $2, and then maybe a little bit at 260, and then you're looking at 380. If we go to the weekly time frame, you can see that the weekly time frame right now is in an upward. It has more momentum on the stock RSI. Money flow looks very good to me on the weekly. Like that can keep ripping for another month or two. We'll see what happens. I think if you get above $2, this thing could really fly. And again, you're going to have a little bit of resistance at 225. Maybe that's more so where the resistance should be as we tweak it. I could also see a little bit of a wick low there. So I think $1.50 and at 225 is more likely the support and resistances. I don't think $2 is significant, at least based on the 3-day time frame and on the weekly time frame. So that's what we're looking at right now. Yeah, that makes sense. So I would say more like $1.50 and 225 are the levels to really watch on the weekly time frame. What I like is you're above the 200-day smooth moving average and the 200-day moving average on the 3-day time frame. You're overbought right now, making a lower high on the stock RSI, but the good thing is the money flow has a lot of momentum to go to the upside. Again, my next target based on just the support and resistance alone would be $2.25. If I go down to the daily, you can see the daily is overbought. Again, overall, maybe a little bit on the smallest of time frames at $1.90. I guess the daily is not that small of a time frame. So $1.90 could also be a little bit of short-term resistance on ALPH. So that's what I'm looking at. $1.90 could be your next target for short-term sell-off. If you get above that, 225 would be your next target. Daily is overbought on the stock RSI. Money flow is also extended. So honestly, the daily definitely needs to pull back. The 12-hour time frame, pretty much the same situation as the daily, and so there's nothing else to say there. 8-hour, same situation, I would say. 6-hour, same situation. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, I think same situation. For overbought, again, you could maybe still get short squeezed up to $1.88. I don't think that's I don't think that's out of the question on this token. So really the next target I see, if you get a pullback now, so be it, but $1.88 is probably the most likely place to get a real major pullback. 1-hour time frame short term is definitely asking for a correction. Let's go down to the half-hour time frame. That is definitely due for a correction. And the 15-minute is kind of bullish in my opinion. So this is why I think we might go slightly higher before we get the bigger pullback, because this is kind of flagging out right now. This will give you a measured move. I bet it'd be pretty close to $1.88. That's actually crazy, but not really. It's just how it works. So my guess is you get some kind of pullback around $1.88, $1.90, maybe even $2. But at that point, a pullback is likely. And then after that, you can fly out again and go up to 225. So the time frame I love to open up trades on is a 333-minute time frame, which equates to about roughly 5.5 hours. If you would have opened up a long when you crossed it, you would have opened up a long right here at $1.40, and you would have maybe been stopped out here depending on where your stop loss is. I always keep it below the line, so you might have been stopped out there, but then you could just re-enter it a little bit later, and you still would have been in the trade from $1.40 all the way up to the high at $1.70, $1.80. So that's kind of what I see going on right now. As far as when you should sell this, not financial advice, I'd just be looking at the support resistances. Obviously, I don't know what market cap is. I haven't looked, but 225, $1.88, and then 225, and then at 260, 257, I should say, and then really above that 380, maybe some resistance at 354. But that's just any of those levels are probably okay places to take profits. And then the all-time high of roughly 380, 385 would be the next level to take profits on if you're looking for profit-taking levels. How I play it is if I enter a trade or if I enter a token I'm bullish based on this time frame, I would stay in this trade, and maybe when you hit or at all-time highs, I'd be taking some profits, but I usually stay in this trade until you lose this 200-day smooth moving average. But again, I definitely think if you're at all-time highs, you should be taking some of your money off the table if you're up a lot on a trade. But I don't think I'd be getting completely out, because you could break the all-time highs and then really go parabolic depending on what happens as bull run. But we're quite a ways from all-time highs. I guess not really. You're only about a 100% move from all-time highs right now. So we'll see what happens. But those are levels. Any of these resistance levels are good places for taking profit. If you guys enjoy this, make sure you hit the like. If you guys want to join the trading group, link to join that is in the description below. And we also have a Telegram, which is free to join, different than the trading group. That is on Telegram. Link to join that is on YouTube. And I'll see you guys in the next update. If you guys have requests for other altcoins, let me know in the comment section below.